Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Startup, the channel for business, entrepreneurship, and self-development. And today, we're talking about the secret to closing deals in the world of entrepreneurship, otherwise known as the art of negotiation. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out in sales, negotiations are a critical part of the game. But how do you get the upper hand and make sure you're going to get the best deal possible? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to reveal some of the key tips to help you close more deals and succeed in your business ventures. Tip number 1, know your worth. Think of it this way: if you're a really talented artist and someone asks you to make a bespoke painting, you wouldn't just say yes to any price they offer, right? And you know how much time and effort goes into making the perfect artwork. And you want to make sure you're getting paid a fair price for your hard work, right? The same goes for a negotiation. You need to know your worth and what you bring to the table so that you can get the best deal possible by closing deals on your terms. And if you go into a negotiation not knowing your worth, you're likely to get a lower offer. If you're just starting out and have no reference experience to go off, the best way to build your worth is to get experience. Make deals, listen back to your calls, learn from your mistakes, and take note of what works and what doesn't work. Tip number 2, be a good listener. Your girlfriend or boyfriend probably tells you this all the time, but you know that being a good listener is one of the most powerful things when it comes to closing deals. Can you imagine knowing exactly what your client wants, their pain points, their concerns, being able to address them in a way that shows that you truly care? That's the magic of being a good listener. Think of it like this: when you're talking to someone and they really listen to you, how does it make you feel? I bet it makes you feel respected and heard, right? And that's exactly how your clients will feel when you listen to them. Just by paying attention and being fully present in the conversation, you'll build trust and rapport, making it much easier to close the deal. So the next time you're negotiating with someone, put your phone away and make eye contact and truly listen to what they have to say. You'll be surprised at how much of an impact it can have on closing the deal. Trust me, it's the little things that make all the difference. I keep seeing people complain that they're not making any sales, but the truth is a lot of people approach selling the wrong way. Some talk over the client and some talk too much. But the ideal salesperson is one that actually makes the client feel like they're helping them come to a realization rather than forcing them onto something. For instance, if an overweight lady came to the gym for the first time, being a pushy salesperson might drive her away, as it may intimidate her. A better approach would be to listen. She came there for a reason, so just by letting her tell her story, you can help guide her to a solution. And she'll be grateful because she'll feel like she left getting what she wanted rather than being pushed into something. The next tip is to be prepared. Imagine you're going on a picnic with your family and you forgot to pack sandwiches and drinks. It's not going to be a very good picnic, right? The same goes for closing deals. If you're not prepared, it's going to be a lot harder to get what you want. So what does it mean to be prepared when it comes to closing deals? Well, it means doing your research. Make sure you know everything there is to know about the other person, their business, and what they need. You should also know what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. That way, you can be confident and in control when it's time to make your pick. And here's the best part: when you're prepared, you'll have the power to influence the outcome of the negotiation. You'll be able to steer the conversation in the direction that you want it to go to, and you'll be able to get what you want in a calm and confident way. So if you want to close more deals, remember to always be prepared. It's a simple step, but it can make all the difference. The next tip is to be flexible. And no, I don't mean doing the splits, but have you ever been in a situation where you're trying to close a deal and it just doesn't seem to be working out? That's where being flexible comes in handy, because we all have a plan in our minds of how things should go. But sometimes things don't go according to plan, and that's where being able to adapt comes in handy. For example, say you're playing tennis and your opponent keeps changing their moves. You need to be able to adapt and change your game plan too. It's the same in a negotiation. If the other person changes their stance, you need to be flexible enough to change yours. And being flexible doesn't mean you have to give up on everything that you want, but it does mean being open to new ideas and finding common ground. This way, you can come to a solution that works for both parties. And when both parties are happy, that's when deals get closed. So next time you're trying to close a deal, remember to keep an open mind and be flexible. The next tip is to be confident. We've all heard the saying, fake it until you make it. In the world of business, confidence can go a long way. Being confident doesn't mean you have to be the most knowledgeable person, but it does mean believing in yourself and what you're offering. If you're stuttering and your voice is going up and down, it suggests to your client that you're not even convinced yourself of whatever it is that you're selling. So how on earth do you expect to convince them? Imagine you're at a coffee stand and you have the best coffee in town. If you're confident in your product and you let people know about it, they're more likely to buy your coffee. And the same goes for business negotiation. If you believe in what you're offering and you're confident about it, the other person is more likely to trust you and see the value in what you're proposing. Confidence can also show the other person that you know your worth and that you're not going to settle for anything less. And this doesn't mean you should be rude or pushy, but instead, it means you should be firm and know what you want. When you walk into a negotiation with confidence, you're sending a message that you're ready to do business and that you're professional. So there you have it. Just remember, confidence is key in closing deals and letting others know that you're the best person for the job. Next tip is to be empathetic. Empathy means putting yourself in the other person's shoes and understanding how they feel. Imagine if someone came to you and they were trying to sell you something, but they didn't seem to care about your needs or how you felt. Would you be more likely to buy from them or from someone who took the time to understand your needs and feelings? Remember the overweight lady example that I used earlier? She's more likely to sign up at the gym when she knows you took the time to understand her needs and wants. That's why using empathy is so important in closing deals. When you understand how the other person feels, you can tailor your pitch to their needs and make them feel heard and understood. And this can help build trust and make the other person feel more comfortable with the deal. So next time you're trying to close the deal, remember to use empathy. Take a step back and listen to the other person and try and understand their perspective. This simple step can go a long way in helping you close more deals. There you have it, guys. Those were some key tips for successful negotiations in business. Remember to know your worth, listen more, talk less, be prepared, be flexible, be confident, and use empathy. Implementing these tips will help you close more deals in business. And just remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, happy negotiating. And if you have any further questions, put them in the comments below.